Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube and Instagram. I'm streaming. I'm streaming live on both, so I could tell the Instagram people to come on over to YouTube. I see I have one person watching here on YouTube, so I'm going to give it a few moments. I just literally went on. Whoever you are watching, hi. How do I see my feed? Hello, Instagram, my one follower, the J Dog. Can you hear me? Because the way I have my phone propped up. Oh, look it. Hi. I switched my camera around. Not what I wanted to do. I'm going to wave to you. Can you hear me on Instagram? How is my audio on YouTube? Can you hear me? Live chat. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy, yada, yada, yada. Whoever's on YouTube, can you write something? I'm testing it. Trying to figure this out. Hi, my Rose. Can you hear me on Instagram? Can you hear me on Instagram? Why are you laughing at me? Hello, YouTube. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. I'm checking audio. I'm checking my audio. Are you guys able to hear me on YouTube? If you can hear me on YouTube, for those of you that are watching, can somebody give me a thumbs up? I'm trying to figure out my chat. I'm not sure why it's not showing up. Let's see this button. Oh, there we go. I don't know. I just pressed the button. Hello. Can you still hear me? Because I plugged in my headset on YouTube. Hello, James. Hello, Val Pal. I'll probably shut my phone off if it keeps doing that. Oh, perfect. You guys can hear me. Awesome. Hi, Jim. Hi, James. I don't know if I said hi to you. Okay. What up? Spiritually bad to the bone. Yes, I made it live. Hello, Marcus. So I'm just waiting for some of you guys to get on. Hi, Misty. We want to talk ascension symptoms. They've been hitting me pretty hard. Okay, I'm going to turn the live off on my Instagram because I'm sure everybody will come over to, you guys saw my little setup. Everybody's going to come over to, what's this called? YouTube. Okay, if you guys know other people, hit them up and be like, Witchy's alive. I'm going to let Morgan know. She says I never let her know. So guys, just hang around for a few moments. I'm just waiting. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Five people in the house. Never better. That is awesome. Did any of you guys get hit by that massive snowstorm? I'm in New York, but I'm in Western New York, towards a little bit closer to Canada. I'm about an hour away from Toronto, Buffalo, Toronto. And we didn't get anything. Well, we did, but it was really little. And so tired. More than usual. No, why did my message go away? I don't know why my messages go away. I think I have to press this. Live chat. Do they come up? There they go. Been more tired. Yes. You can't sleep at night. No snow here in Cali. Oh, I wish. I wish I had sunshine and clear skies. I'm so jealous right now. I'm so pale. I need some sunshine in my life. I need a tan. My vitamin D levels, I guess, are very, very low. The doctor called me and she got my blood results back and she told me that my vitamin D was dangerously low, which is odd because I actually take a supplement. But I'm also on thyroid medication, and thyroid medication does something with your vitamin D. That's an evil Santa? No, it's just an old Santa. Look, see? Just the angle that it was at made it look like yeah, I saw it earlier too. I was like, he looks like he's grinning like a little demon. Uh-oh, here comes Nerva. She's going to be nosy, you guys. She's going to sniff the camera and stand in Santa's way. She just meowed at me because I was talking about her. He called it an evil Santa. Six people in the house. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab my water. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, it did look evilish. He does look a little evilish. My little evil Santa. Yes, Minerva came up and joined the live and she walked away. She went to her favorite spot because the heat just turned on, so she walks over to the heat and she sits on it. I'll show you guys her favorite spot as we wait for some people to get on. 8 people in the house. Hello to the newcomers. Let's see. There she is underneath the Christmas tree. There's a little heat vent right there, so she lays there. My Frosty. My little setup with all my little Christmas peeps. I thought he was cool. I was going to set up to look at the Christmas tree, but I have one that blinks and it just, I didn't like the vibe. But apparently my Santa is evilish. My little devious grinning Santa. Hi, Paul. Who else came on? I think I'm going to butcher your name. Barbie's Net. I'm horrible. No wonder why Glitch gives you guys nicknames. Santa is showing duality. I bring gifts. Okay, well, I have 7 people in the house. I'm going to start. I would put the camera on me, but I just call you Barbie. Okay, Barbie. I'm still kind of recuperating from everything I was going through, and I washed my face and got my jammies on. Looking at evil Santa is way better than staring at me looking all crazy. And anyways, I have a lot of content that I'm going to read, and I'd rather just have the camera pointed away from me. If you hear me sniffling a lot, it's because I guess I have an infection. I have a little bit of a sinus infection. I'm on medication, and it's making my nose run a little bit. So you may hear me cough and sniffle a little bit. So I apologize in advance. Yes, thank you. I was feeling really crappy for a long time. Oh, I felt the energy coming in. I've been feeling it for the last week. It hit me hard these last 4 days. No, it's not the Rona. I was getting a little nervous that it could have been because of the whole headache thing, but it's not the Rona. And if it is, then it's not bad. I refuse to get tested. I refuse to have anything shoved up my nose. Ooh, good morning from Australia. That's awesome. Wise old rat. That is amazing. We have somebody from Australia watching. Good evening from New York. It's 6:14 here. Oh, my phone or my tablet fell. Sorry. I hope that don't happen all night. Let's prop it up. Okay. Okay, guys, let's talk symptoms. I was actually creating this content when I was having milder symptoms, and as I was creating this, a lot more started to come through these last couple of days. Yeah, you're right. It is no joke. We have Canada in the house. Wow, Alberta. I bet you it is freezing there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to read my content and go back and forth and look at the screen and every now and then look at your comments. But I have two screens in front of me, one that's recording my devilish Santa and my laptop that I'm going to read my content from, my notes and all that. So, yes, let's talk some symptoms, you guys, because I know everybody's experiencing these symptoms. I've been getting very overwhelmed with a lot of the symptoms that have been coming in. Um, the symptoms I'm feeling now are symptoms that I was feeling back in like 2012 and 2013, and they're making me feel really off because I haven't experienced those symptoms in so long because I've integrated, I've grown, I've learned to acclimate to everything that was coming into me back then. And then I was receiving different symptoms, but it wasn't hitting me so hard. And the symptoms I received at the beginning, when I started to wake up consciously, were bad. You know, I was getting heart palpitations, a lot of anxiety, lack of sleep. Back then, even though I was getting a lack of sleep, it got to a point where I got used to that lack of sleep and I was able to function on just a couple of hours. I started to wake up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and that was my new normal. I mean, that kind of still is my new normal. I kind of wake up between 3 and 4 now. Not too much too. But these last couple of nights, these last 4 nights, I've been waking up at 12:30, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and I couldn't go back to sleep on some of those nights. Some more symptoms back then that I'm experiencing again now is I feel very itchy, like all over my body. My shoulders itch, between my shoulder blades itch, my legs itch, my face is itchy, the top of my head is itchy. I'm having a lot of sinus pressure, a lot of headaches. Before I got this wicked bad migraine that lasted for 4 days, it started off with headaches. The headaches were waking me up between 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. And throughout the days, I'd have like this little bit of a dull, aching pain in my head. And then it turned into 4 days of migraines. And not only did I have migraines, I was experiencing ocular migraines. And if you don't know what ocular migraines are, it's when you start to see these waves of lightning flash through your eyes, or you kind of get this moment, like a second of blindness. It's really scary, honestly, if you've never experienced it and you experience it for the first time. It's like feeling blind for a second. I've seen the eye doctor for that, and he said it was ocular migraines. He said that's a telltale sign that you're about to get a wicked bad migraine. I've been experiencing lately burning eyes, like not dry eyes, but burning eyes, like somebody dropped something in my eye, like they burn. My feet are vibrating again. A lot of digestive issues, blotchy spots on my face, red blotchy spots. Paranormal activity has been amping up lately. I've been seeing an increase of lights around me. And now, as of this week, I've witnessed and noticed this misty blue light around me. Now, I know that when you're sick, you call upon your angels and they will wrap you in blue light to heal you. So I kind of feel like they were there with me, but I also kind of feel like it could have been an ascended master of some kind, because when I started seeing orbs back in 2015, 16, there was one blue light orb that I used to capture on camera all the time. I actually have it on my YouTube channel, on my playlist under orbs, if you guys are ever interested in checking out my orb videos. Now, my orb videos from 2015-16 are kind of long because I didn't know how to edit out all the boring stuff. But if you ever have time and you're bored and you want to check out orbs, go check out my videos. I actually have orbs that I call to me and they come out and hover in front of the camera. They're pretty awesome. But yeah, I've been witnessing this misty blue light just lingering around me. Um, I've been getting a feeling that something's touching my head, which is my crown chakra. It feels like it's tickling my head, or it feels like somebody's running their fingers through my hair or touching my hair. I'm feeling like, well, not today, I'm not feeling this, but I was this past week, I was feeling like I was in a dream, like a floaty in and out of my body kind of feeling. I was so tired. I mean, there's tired, there's fatigue, but I was like lethargic tired. Like I could come downstairs and be sleepy while I was walking, sit down and just like nod off on the couch while I'm sitting. That's how sleepy I was. Same here. Hello. I'm going to peek to the camera for the new people that just popped on. Hi, I'm going to go through my feed in a little while and kind of read some of. Is this live? Yes, this is live. I'm going to go through my feed and read it in a little bit. I'm just reading my content because I have a lot of content. I've been working on this for a while. I'm putting it all together. It's what I do when I journal. You're welcome. Arizona Raven, hi. Thank you for the card. Christmas shopping. You tripped out. Don't trip out. It's nothing to be scared of. I learned that a long time ago. Yes, I made a live. Okay, for the new people that just popped on, hello. And if you're talking to me, I may not be able to see your comment because it's on another screen, and I'm reading my content in my notes from my laptop. So I don't want you to think I'm being rude. But every now and then I'll stop talking and look at what you guys are writing and communicate with you guys. Hello, Mystic Rose. I love your name. My daughter's name is My Rose, and it's spelled Myrose, like My Rose. Okay, where did I leave off here? Feeling sleepy. I've been feeling very sleepy lately. And it seems like a lot of you guys that I talk to have been feeling very sleepy lately too. It's just one of the generic side effects to this ascension, to these shifts, to the energy and all that. Also, I've been feeling so lethargic that when I did nod off, when I thought I was only nodding off or closing my eyes for literally like 10 minutes, it was actually 3 hours. I don't know. I felt like it was lucid. I don't know. I felt like I could hear and I was awake, but my husband said I was snoring my butt off. And 3 hours went by and it literally felt like 10 minutes. It was just bizarre. I had a really bizarre week, you guys. Really bizarre. Then I had dreams that had me thinking, you know, when I woke up, I was thinking to myself, is this real? Did that really happen? I think I even texted Morgan and asked her if, something she told me, if it was, did I dream it or was it real? And it happened to be real. But I couldn't tell the difference. That's how wicked strange my dreams have been. Hello. I think it says Sphinx. Hello, Sphinx. For example, one of the crazy dreams that I had was I dreamt that I had two cats. I had dreamt that I had two Minervas. And when I woke up, I started looking around the house for the other cat. And then I realized, oh shit, that was a dream. I'm telling you, these dreams have been crazy. I kind of feel drugged, like somebody slipped NyQuil to me or something. I just feel really like, woo, like weird. I don't know. It's just been a really, really wicked, strange week. There were moments before the migraines hit. There were moments when I was feeling good. I woke up feeling crappy, but then I was feeling good, and then boom, like this wave of exhaustion just kind of like took over my body. I did start to get a little bit nervous. That maybe I was coming down with something, and then this whole scare of COVID which I try not to put my energy into, but so many people are like, "Are you sure you don't have COVID?" And I'm like, "Oh man, they're like fucking up my energy and making me think negative." And I'm like, "No, I don't have COVID." And then I'm over here secretly taking my temperature. I felt really hot, but my temperature was really low. I mean, I was like 96. And I mean, I guess that's low because I think the normal temperature is, ah, you are awesome. Thank you for the, thank you for that super chat. Um, I want to say the normal temperature is like 98.9 or something like that. But I'm never 98 or 97. I'm usually 96. I don't know where I left off, you guys. I was looking down at the chat. But yeah, my temperature, yeah, I was like 96.3, and it's kind of been lingering there, 96.3, 96.5. I've been a little moody, only because I'm also very I'm normally hypersensitive, but when I get these headaches or when I don't feel well, I become like super hypersensitive. Like everything gets amped up. I'm hypersensitive to everything, especially noise and smells. And when people ask me multiple questions, in a row, I get like really grumpy and moody and snappy. I don't mean to be that way. I just, I get that way. I try to tell myself to be nice. I kind of compare myself to a cat. When a cat's just sitting there chilling and you're petting the cat and it's purring and you're like, oh, nice kitty. And then all of a sudden the cat don't want to be touched anymore. And then she hisses and bites you. That's me. I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. But I feel like I'm leaving a few of the symptoms that I was having out. It's really hard to remember everything that I went through. I really did go through a whole lot of crap this weekend. I haven't journaled in a while, only because I kind of substitute me making content, for my journaling. But I really do need to get back to journaling in my notepad and writing it down. Also, I tend to text a lot of people and explain to them what I'm going through and find out what they're going through. That's kind of been my release lately. I'll hit up Glitch or I'll hit up Morgan and we'll talk symptoms. Sometimes I talk to a few other people on Instagram. We just talk symptoms, compare symptoms, and then I fail to document it in my journal. Or, making these videos is kind of like my journaling too, because I can look back to my videos. But yeah, I really do need to start journaling again and documenting my symptoms. So I suggest that if you guys are feeling anything, start journaling. Just start writing everything down. Everything, like even the smallest detail, everything counts. Also, before I get into the whole thing with symptoms, I just wanted to talk about a few other things. I feel like something big is on its way. I keep feeling this sensation that something huge is going to happen. I do know that there is this planetary thing going on right now. I don't really think it has anything to do with that. I mean, maybe a little bit, but when I say something big is on its way, I kind of feel, for me personally, it's something financially and it's something physically. And I also feel something big is upon, the collective. Like we are in the final finale of something, of Earth. I kind of feel like it has something to do with ETs, aliens, UFOs. I feel like they're going to finally be revealed. Like I know they're here. They talk about it. We've had soft disclosure, but I feel like we're going to get full disclosure very, very soon, before 2023. Those of us that are awake are feeling the shift. We kind of know that we're entering into something big. Just being in different communities and reading what other people are writing, everybody is expressing it, and it's like we all have the same feeling. It's something huge, something big. I mean, I know we are entering a new eon. We're entering a new age, the age of Aquarius. We're leaving Pisces. So that is definitely something big. Like I said, we are already experiencing the shift with the planets. They're all lining up. Jupiter, everything's lining up. I have this app on my phone. I think it's called Skywalk. And if you download that app, I don't know what it's called for iPhone, but for Android, it's called Skywalk. And you can see all the planets are literally lining up. The moon, the sun, Uranus, Pluto, Jupiter, Venus. It is just amazing. It's beautiful. I can't believe that they're all lining up. It's almost like a perfect lineup. And then I guess the Star of Bethlehem is going to be revealed to us after 800 years. I mean, that's just what I've read. I don't know how true that is. I haven't really researched it, but that's kind of cool. What else? While I'm reading my notes here, I'm going to read some of your guys' comments. I'm going to see who's on and what you guys are talking about. Oh, that's cool. That's for Minerva. I'm just reading your guys' comments. Yeah, don't feed into the world media of the vid. Keep your vibration up. Yeah, I don't even watch the news. I mean, my husband watches the news and that's how I hear it every once in a while. And I just can't believe that so many people feed into that shit. Like, it's like a reality show, honestly. It's like a political reality show. How do I make a moderator? I can make you a moderator. I just don't know how. I'll have to look into that. You've been feeling very snappy too. Yeah, people are trying me too. Yeah. On the 21st, solstice, that is true. We are close to the solstice energy. Sphinx, same here. Sleep has been crazy. My back and legs are hurting, and my dreams are very odd. I was attacked. You were attacked in your dream. It's always crazy. I did have a dream the other day that there were creatures in my room and they grabbed my leg and I jumped so hard that it woke me up and I was scared to go back to bed. I rolled over to my husband and then I put all the pillows because I sleep on the end of the bed and he sleeps by the wall. So I rolled over closer to him because I was kind of nervous. And then I put all the pillows next to me like a barrier. I felt like a 5-year-old. So, what does it say? So Cali Trails. I'm a USAF retired air traffic controller and I believe in UFOs because I've seen too much. I can't explain. Oh, I believe you. I actually did a report on MUFON not too long ago of what I reported, what I saw in the sky were these fireballs. I actually recorded it, what I could, and I posted it on my YouTube channel. And they reached out to me, and one of the guys that's a researcher is a pilot, and he says, you know, there are things out there. He's like, when they finally release the information to us, it's gonna blow our minds. Skywalk. I'm looking for it. Mods keep the trolls away. Okay, let me see here. How do I do it? How do I make you a moderator? Do I have trolls? Be nice, Leo, miss. Yes, I am always nice. A lot of number synchronicities, indeed. Hello, Mike. The energy of all the negative ones have felt palpable. Yes, yes, and yes. Let's see. Who said they wanted to be a moderator? Let me see if I could remove, put user in timeout. No, add moderator. There you go. Arizona Raven, I made you a moderator, but were you the one that asked me? Let me see. Who asked me to be a moderator? I'm just going back through my comments. Oh, okay, it was Arizona. Okay, Miss Raven, I made you a moderator. Keep the trolls away. You are on troll watch. Okay, I'm putting my tablet back down so you guys can watch my evil Santa. All right. So where am I here? Where did I leave off? I'm just looking at my notes, you guys. Talk away. So I think I talked about the shift of the planets lining up. There's some different star placements happening. Oh yeah, the sun has been very active. I don't know if any of you guys follow, solar energy or, anything like that, the Schumann resonance, the geomagnetic, stuff like that. But yeah, the sun has been pretty active and we've been getting a lot of CMEs, or we did get a lot of CMEs. We had a huge hit not too long ago. But yeah, all in all, I just feel like we're in for a huge lifetime and lifestyle change. Not lifestyle change because of the coronavirus or because of the vaccine. Those are all things that are just trying to throw us off course, But I'm talking like something bigger than what we've ever experienced is going to change. And it's not going to happen right away, but it's going to start, changing as we enter this new eon. As a collective, we've been receiving a lot of messages symbolically. If you pay attention to symbolic messages, like for instance, a lot of you guys see numbers, a lot of you guys see certain animals. So symbolically, the bat appears, right? 2020, they're trying to say that the bat is the reason for this whole COVID thing. I disagree, but, I'm not a scientist, but I doubt it was a bat. But the bat is on the new 2020 quarter. How weird is that? It's actually symbolic for death, of the old and rebirth. We are experiencing a death of the old world, and we're also experiencing the birth of a new world. Now, the negative beings have you believing it's a new world order, or that's what they want, to put into place. And us sovereign beings, us human beings that are sovereign, that know we're sovereign, we're fighting for this rebirth, and we're trying to, make heaven like earth, heaven on earth. But the negative beings are kind of like, no, we're going to put into place this new world order. We're going to keep control. They have to put a new world order as we enter the new world, the new age, the age of Aquarius, the golden age. They don't want our vibration to rise up, because once it does, they lose control of us, and then there's no order. There's no new world order. I'm so tongue twisted for them to control us. So the bat is literally symbolic for death of the old world and and rebirth. Now there is more information on this. It has more detailed information. If you guys want to know what else the bat is symbolic, the symbolic meaning for the bat, just Google it. And how should I tell you to Google it? Symbolic meaning of bat, or spiritual meaning of a bat, and then it'll tell you everything else other than what I just told you. And the rest of the information may resonate differently for you than it did for me. What I got out of it, what stuck out for me was the old, the death of the old and the rebirth. And then I just found it funny that it was on the quarter, and that change is short, and they want to make money digital, and we're entering a new eon. It's just, I don't know. I really do pay attention to symbols and stuff like that, and animal meanings. Everything in your life has a meaning. Everything that you see, you created it. Okay. Let me see. La 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 la. Okay, so now is the good part, you guys. You guys ready? I have 16 people watching and 11 likes. Can we get the thumbs up to match the people viewing? Wow, I'm 40 minutes in already. Holy crap. Okay, so we're finally to the part of my content that we're going to talk about a bunch of symptoms that you may be experiencing during this shift from carbon-based to crystalline. And also, these symptoms I'm going to talk about are symptoms that you may experience during solar storms, geomagnetic storms, lunar eclipses, and yada, yada, yada. You know, this whole shift as we wake up. These are a bunch of symptoms, and these are symptoms that I've been documenting for years. I kind of just put it together, and symptoms that other people have kind of, you know, I add what people tell me to my information. For the most part, this is generic information because we all kind of experience the same thing, but there's always a deeper meaning. You just have to look further. This path is individual, even though we're all experiencing it, it's individual. So just because I get these heart palpitations, it means one thing for me. I mean, there's a generic meaning for it, but it also means something deeper for myself. And I only know that because I've been journaling and keeping track of this and going back and reading my journal and putting the puzzle pieces together, if that makes sense to you guys. So do any of you guys have any questions before I start to read symptoms and go over that? Peek at the chat right here real quick. MUFON sucks. I sent them a pic of a craft and they said it was a bird because they didn't blow it up. Really? I mean, from what I gather from MUFON, when the information goes through, I guess it goes through to the people that are in your state, because that's my information got filtered through some people that investigate strange UFO activity here in New York. Okay, I read all that. Da 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 da. I think I said hi to Mike. I'm going to say hi again, just in case you didn't hear me. Made Arizona a moderator. Hey, where is Morgan? I haven't seen her. Or Glitch. Where are all these people? Tell them Gabby's live. Witchy's live. Get their butts over here to YouTube. They're all late people. I'm an early bird. I'm usually in bed when they do lives, or when Glitch does lives. The bat card in the wild unknown deck is an air sign. Ah, an air. Aquarius is an air sign, right? Yeah, Aquarius is air. Morgan's here! Yay! Hi, Morgan. I was at dinner at Mom's, but I'm here now. Morgan, I'm also making you a moderator. You and Raven are on troll duty. Yes, Marcus. Secret psychological warfare is did you put Bumblebee? It's pretty Bumblebee. I was at dinner. Yes, I just read your comment. Yes, Leo power. All right, everybody. Here we go. Let's get started. Let's talk symptoms. So I start off with sleep patterns. This seems like one of the most, like, everybody has sleep issues as they go through their awakening. I feel like when their awakening is starting, your sleep pattern starts to get thrown off, and then you become more conscious of it. This is probably one of the first symptoms you become more conscious of as you wake up, is changing in sleep patterns, feeling restlessness, hot feet. I get hot feet, but the reason I get hot feet, 444. I saw 444 earlier. The reason why I get hot feet is because a geomagnetic storm is coming. I'm not sure why other people get hot feet, but I guess it's a symptom for other people. Sorry, I have to drink my water. waking up a lot, waking up between the hours of 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, waking up 2 or 3 times or 4 times a night. If you're like me, you probably wake up like 4 or 5 times a night just to go pee. Feeling tired after you wake up and sleepy on and off during the day. This is called the triad sleep pattern. Many people experience this when they're going through their awakening, or when this energy is coming in, or when these geomagnetic storms are hitting us. It will mess up your sleep pattern. You sleep for about 2 to 3 hours, you wake up, you go back to sleep for another couple of hours, wake up again, go back to sleep again, and it's just an ongoing process. It's exhausting when you're first going through it. For other people, their sleep requirements have changed. You can get by on less sleep. That's me now. I can get by on less sleep. Back in the days, if I didn't get enough sleep, I was a total bitch. Now, I can literally sleep for 3 hours and I'm good. I'm golden. I can work. I can be active, and it's just enough for me. But as of lately, I've been experiencing these huge waves of energy running into my body. It starts from my crown chakra. I get this like weird tingly feeling, and then it just like enters in from there, and it just like fills my body with this weird energy feeling. It's like somebody's pouring energy into my body. And then after it comes into my body, it feels like I drank loads of coffee. I mean, I do drink a lot of coffee, but I don't get that way when I drink coffee, just because I'm an active coffee drinker. I'm always drinking coffee. It doesn't make me hyper or active. I mean, I can drink a cup of coffee and go to bed. But when this energy comes in, it makes me feel like the way somebody that doesn't drink coffee. It makes me feel like jittery and gross. I just don't like the feeling. It's like I drank loads of coffee with like a shot of espresso. Sometimes it feels good. If I don't get that like weird jittery feeling, it'll feel good because I'll feel very energized and I'll get a lot of stuff done and I feel charged. But it keeps me awake for a long time, and then I crash. But when I crash, it's only for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And then I feel recharged again. But I need those couple of minutes of downtime to recharge so I can get back up and go, go, go. Unless it's bedtime, then I just fall asleep. I usually go to bed anywhere between 9 and 10. That's why I never make glitches live, because I'm sleeping or on my way to go to sleep, drifting off to sleep. I'm like a 90-year-old in a 40-year-old's body. But I'm also up by between 2 and 4 in the morning. So I get pretty tired by, 10 o'clock. My advice to you guys is, if you're experiencing this triad phase, my advice is to surrender to it. Don't fight it. Get used to it. Just tell yourself you got this. Just surrender to it, get used to it, and don't worry about getting enough sleep, because by you worrying about it, it's just going to make you feel like you can't sleep. Like it will cause insomnia. Your body is literally changing. This is all new. The sleep pattern is new. This is all you need. So if you are only getting 4 hours, 5 hours a night, it's because that's all your body needs. You need to stop telling yourself that, oh, I got to work in the morning, I got to get to bed, or I'm going to be so tired. Because if you tell yourself that, you're going to program yourself to get up and be very tired. You will make it through the day as long as you surrender to it. And you don't need 8 hours of sleep. Unless you tell yourself you need 8 hours of sleep, then you're going to need 8 hours of sleep. Stop trying to override the program. This program that you are receiving is coming from source. If you override the program from source, it's just going to make you feel crappy. If you can't go back to sleep right away, use the time that you're awake to do things that you can't normally do during the day because you're too busy or it's too noisy. Try meditating. Read if you like to read. Try journaling. Go outside, look at the stars, look at the moon, and, just get used to it, adapt to it. Your body will eventually adjust to the new pattern once you accept and surrender to this change to your sleep. Another side effect to the awakening or energy shifts is experiencing activity at the crown of your the crown of your head, your crown chakra. I spoke about this a little while ago. You'll feel like, to me, it feels like a tingling feeling. Like sometimes it's an itchy feeling. Sometimes it can feel like a prickling feeling, like I don't know, kind of like when you heat up and you get that prickly sensation on your skin. Sometimes it can feel like a crawling sensation. And sometimes the sensation will, there's kind of like a meridian line, and you'll feel it like right where your fontanelle is, and then the sensation will go if you have, I have a colic in the back of my head, so I feel it where my fontanelle is, and then it kind of circles around my, oh, what the hell did I just call that? That little thing on my head. Memory loss is another one, you guys. Another symptom. And then I feel like this weird sensation of this like vibrating sensation from the top of my head, and it will go all the way down my spine. A sense of energy will vibrate from the top of your head, and it will or can go down your spine, as you know, as if energy is erupting from your head or your crown chakra. It kind of think of it as an energetic shower. You also may experience a static feeling on the top of your head, and your hair may stand up because of the static electricity. You may experience pressure on the crown on the top of your head, as if someone is actually pushing their finger on your head. And just know it's because you are receiving these downloads. Or if you're like me, maybe you have a spirit child. And I spoke about this before, spirit children. I had a miscarriage many, many years ago, and I do have a spirit child. And sometimes she sits in the bed with me. That's a Kundalini rising. Yes. I thought a Kundalini rising started from the root chakra. But I guess it could come from the crown as well. It's pretty cool. I've experienced it backwards, where it came, well, I don't know if it's backwards, but I've experienced it where it started in my tailbone, and then I felt like this warm liquid like shoot up my spine. It was the most strangest feeling. It's like somebody literally stuck a syringe of hot water and went up through my spine. Thank you, Mike. Goes from the root up. So I actually have a friend that is a very seasoned medium, and she did not know that I had a miscarriage. And this was years and years ago, like I was in my 20s. And, oh, Morgan, thank you so much. You are so sweet. And she told me that I had a little girl with me, so I thought that was pretty cool. So I know it's her. When I feel it when I'm laying in bed, it's because she's running her fingers through my hair. I think that's cool. So if you are feeling any of these sensations, on the crown of your head and like liquid pouring down your spine, just know that it's nothing to be worried about. What you're experiencing is an opening of the crown chakra. The sensation means that you're opening up to receive this divine energy. Also, as Miss Raven says, it could also be a Kundalini experience, which is pretty dope. Another side effect or symptom that you may experience is waves of emotion, sudden waves of emotion, like crying for no reason. For example, you might see like I don't know, like a commercial with like older people, they have those commercials with nursing homes. And I'm only using this as an example because it made me tear up. I seen one of those commercials with nursing homes, and it made me just like tear up. You might be really sensitive for no reason. Like these emotions just hit you just like out of the blue, even though it's not really out of the blue because I saw it on TV, but it really hit me hard. You might cry when you see kitten videos, or you might, it's not always crying. You might even get angry or sad for no reason. You might feel depressed for no reason. I've had days where I felt depressed, like I woke up and there was nothing wrong, but I just felt like something was wrong, but I just didn't know what was wrong. I just felt blah, like down and out for no reason. I was just feeling sad. And then some days I'm just like really happy. Like today I felt really good because I feel better and I'm whistling. I'm not usually a person that whistles, but today I noticed that I was whistling a lot. So I was like super happy today. These sudden waves of emotion kind of makes you feel like you are on an emotional roller coaster ride. So it's going to make you feel like that. Well, I shouldn't say it's going to make you feel like that. It may make you feel like that. Not all of us experience these symptoms, but a lot of us do. So if you feel that emotional wave hit you, just prepare yourself. you know, just enjoy the ride. Document it. Definitely document it. And there's times when I'm not watching kitten videos or watching commercials on TV that for no reason I'll just be sitting on the couch quietly and I just get a little lump in my throat and then I just feel like crying for no reason. I've been there and done that before, quite often actually. Some people might even experience a pressure or a sense of emotion congested in their heart chakra, and your heart chakra is in the middle of your chest, like where your breastbone is. It's not where your actual heart is. So when you do feel that tightening, that tightening sensation in the middle of your chest, just know that is your heart chakra. When you do feel these waves of emotion, just accept your feelings as they come up and let them go. What you're doing is you're purging out the old and also purging for the collective. Because as of lately, not only do we purge our own past life traumas and all that stuff, we're also purging for the collective. You've been feeling a lot of these symptoms. I feel like a lot of us are, especially the people that are in my soul family. I consider you guys part of my soul family. If you're here and you're watching this video, it's because we're part of the same soul family and we're part of this soul journey and we're doing this together. So I feel like what I'm talking about may resonate with a lot of you guys. So if you are feeling this, just go directly into your heart chakra, feel the emotion, but don't get too invested in it. Don't weep and cry and sit in that emotion of sadness. If you're depressed, don't sit in that, emotion of being depressed for a long period of time, or it will actually start to manifest certain illnesses. So don't sit in these emotions for a long time. Don't get invested in it. Just acknowledge them and then let them go. Try a breathing practice. Try pranayama. And if you don't know how to do that, I can do a video and show you. If you don't want to wait for me to create a video, you can go check out Yoga with Adrienne and type in pranayama breathing. And she actually does a very good class on teaching people on how to do that correctly. This will help you with the heavy stuff that comes up in your life. For the most part, all you do is, take a deep breath in, fill your body up with this breath, let your chest expand and hold it for a couple seconds and then release it through your mouth. Make a noise, sigh it out. Let it go. There's another breathing technique that I want to show you guys. Maybe I'll do a video. If I have time tomorrow, I'll do a video on breathing techniques. I'll make a short video. You can also say this mantra out loud. I intend to release all these old issues And then ask your divine spiritual team or your higher self to help you. I intend to release all these old issues. And then, you can even name the issues. I taught you a breathing technique. Awesome. I don't know why my chats don't stay up. Like, I read it and then it disappears. I don't know why. It only like pops up for like a millisecond and then it goes away unless I hold my finger on the screen. I'm just reading some comments. Let me see. Raven says, I hate to be the one to bring it up. Oh, don't go away. See, it goes away. Something about sex. Like it caught my eye, sex. Something, let me see here. But don't take it the wrong way, but tantric sex is an ultimate kundalini rising and ascension. Google it. I will definitely Google that. I know that sex had something to do with the kundalini, but I don't really know a lot about it. I just know a little bit. I'm like kundalini rookie. Fam bam. Fam bamily. I like that. I'm just reading your comments, you guys. Oh, it's Morgan. You taught me an awesome breathing exercise about a year ago. Oh, that is awesome. I kind of do remember that. I remember doing a breathing technique in one of my videos. I intend to release all these old issues. Yes, Mike. I wish I can pin that right now. Let me just hold down your thing. I wonder if I can pin that. No, it won't let me pin it. Alrighty. As we walk, the bigger my sound. Did I read that right? As we walk, the bigger my sound. You still do it. I intend to release all these old issues. Yes. I have to write down these cool little mantras. Okay, back to the video. Okay, let me see. Where did I leave off here? Spoke about the mantra, yada, yada, yada. Sip some water. Who's got water? Sip your water. Now is water sipping time. Or whatever you're drinking. Let's see. Another thing that happens during these awakenings is a lot of old stuff starts to resurface. Old stuff comes up. Even old people, old friends start to reappear in your life. This may cause, some complicated issues in your life, especially if you've changed. I laugh because literally I have had one of my best friends that I grew up with that I've known since I was 5 pop up today in one of my, oh man, it says my battery's going to die. Hold on. We can't have my battery dying. Hold on. I'm going to put my headset down for a second. Let me go see where my charger is. Okay, got my charger. We're going to relocate the camera so I can plug my technical difficulties. Hold on a second, guys. Let me plug this in. I don't want my live to die. I just started. Okay. Now I have nothing pretty to look at. Bear with me, guys. I should have charged my tablet. Okay, that's going to have to do. Turn little Santa this way. There you go. All right, I just had to shift myself around here. Move myself, readjust. I don't want my tablet to die. Hopefully it's charging. I think it's charging. Okay, we're charging. All right. So yeah, old stuff. Literally, one of my best friends popped up in one of my comments today on Facebook. I haven't talked to her in years, years. It's because we fell out of like we're not a vibrational match. Um, she wasn't fun to hang out with anymore. She was a totally different person. Her lifestyle was different than my lifestyle. It's not that I didn't care about her anymore. Or I don't love her. It's just that we didn't have anything in common and just was like, eh. And so we kind of just lost contact. But then, when you know that you're not a vibrational match with somebody, they pop up in your life and they see how you're doing. And it's like, you don't know if you want to hang out with them because you don't know what their life is like and you don't want to make things awkward or more complicated. But usually when things pop up, it's because you need to work through issues of self worth, abundance, creativity, addictions. And I emphasize addictions because I used to drink. I don't drink. Not that I quit. I just don't. I used to drink a lot. And now I rarely drink. I think I had a glass of wine on Thanksgiving and then it made me tipsy. And they're partiers, they drink a lot, they smoke a lot. And it's just like, I can't, I hate cigarette smoke. Like I cannot be around anybody that's smoking. I'm real sensitive to it. It makes me feel nauseous. I just don't like the smell. And they smoke in their house. So it's really just, it's not pleasant to hang out with them. It's just, ugh. So yeah, like addictions. So maybe my thing with addictions is popping up for me to deal with. Um, it could also be the resources or people that you need, to help you move through these issues. They will start to appear. So maybe she's popping up for, something like that. Just, don't try to avoid these issues because if you avoid them, then they're just going to keep coming back. And then when they keep coming back, the situation is just going to be more difficult every time. So don't disassociate yourself, with them or the situation. Embrace whatever comes up and thank it for helping you move ahead because there's a message in what pops up that's old. There's a message for you. And you can even put that in your journal. That way you can look back at it. And journaling, again, will help you put the puzzle pieces together. Thank your higher self or your divine spiritual team for giving you the opportunity to release these issues. Be grateful. And remember, you don't want these issues to stay stuck in your body. Acknowledge, release, let go, cut those cords. Be grateful as you do it. Try to see the brighter side as to why this is happening, because it's not happening to you, it's actually helping you. So when these old people or old situations pop up, it's helping you through something. Another symptom or side effect is weight fluctuations. The weight gain here in America, because there's some people that are tuned in watching from Australia. But the weight gain here in America has increased over the years, mostly because, we Americans have really bad, crappy eating habits. While others lose weight without trying, which is like my sister. She can literally eat whatever she wants and not gain a pound. I have to watch what I eat, especially because I don't have a thyroid, but there are people that, lose weight without even trying. However, it's also a side effect to these energies that are coming in. We often gain weight because of the many fears that we have, suppressed, are now coming up to the surface to be healed. We react by building up a defense, and we do that by eating to ground us. We also attempt, that's how we ground ourselves. That's how we attempt to ground ourselves, by eating, to bulk us up against these increasing frequencies that are coming into our bodies. Before I came down with this major migraine and feeling really crappy, I was literally eating everything I can get my hands on in the house. Um, Now that you know this, just accept it as a symptom of where you are right now. You will release, gain, the weight when all your fears have been integrated. Release your anxiety about all of this. Don't be like, "Oh my God, ever since I started to go through this awakening, I gained 15 pounds." Like, don't dwell on it. You might find it, eventually you might find it easier to lose or gain. I guess it depends on the person, the weight eventually as you get acclimated to this new pattern in your life. Make it a point to, if you're gaining weight and you're worried about it, make it a point to walk after dinner, or, in general, say every day I'm going to do the walk of gratitude, and make it part of your daily routine if gaining weight is an issue for you. If I don't know, I've never heard anybody say, "Oh, losing weight was an issue." I don't know anybody that's like, "Oh my God, I lost so much weight, I can't stop." It's usually the gaining weight part. But if you're gaining weight and you're eating everything in the house, it's just because, like I said, you need to create or build this defense around you. I'm reading. There's a lesson in all our shadows. That is so true, Morgan. Weight fluctuations. Mike agrees. Yes, friends are a thing of the past. A lot of my old friends, they're not really around me anymore. I'm tired indeed. And you're eating biscuits and butter. Yum. I used to obsess about my weight because um, I've I've always been a certain weight. I've always been 125, and then I gained weight. I'm like 160. Am I 160? Between 160, 162, and sorry, I'm closer to the heater, so you guys are probably hearing it go on. And I'm like, oh my God, I've never been that weight before. So I used to obsess about losing weight, and it just became so exhausting. And then I lost the weight, and I went down to 145, and then I looked so skinny, people thought I was dying, and I don't know. Now I don't even pay attention to my weight anymore. I do my exercising, I eat, I pretty much eat clean. I'm not really strict on my diet like I used to be. I just accept, myself for how I am, but I don't overdo it because you're eating chocolate cake. Oh, I'm jealous. But I do kind of watch my weight, but I don't obsess over it like I used to. Raven says, same here on the weight. Last year I was down to 94 pounds. Oh my gosh. I've never been 94 pounds maybe when I was like little. And you would forget to eat. When I was working at the restaurant, I had days where I forgot to eat. And you would think because I'm surrounded by food, I'd be picking all day. If you were to pick at food at the restaurant, the cook would probably throw a plate at you. But yeah, I'm pretty much happy with the weight that I'm at right now. I'm comfortable in my own skin. It's taken me a long time to feel that way. And talking about weight, another side effect to all this is, changes in your eating habits. So changes in your eating habits will definitely alter your weight and change your weight. You may start to crave strange foods, and when I say strange foods, I mean like healthy foods, because there's people out there that, they don't eat spinach, they don't eat spaghetti squash, they don't even know what spaghetti squash is. To those people, those things are strange. Like my husband's like, spaghetti squash, fuck that. He won't even try it. He doesn't like the way it looks, so he won't even try it. Or you might crave foods that you don't normally eat, like, for instance, I think it's dragon fruit. I seen it in the grocery store. It looked good. So all of a sudden I was craving it. I don't even know why I was craving it because I never had it before. But when I ate it, I didn't like it. So I didn't crave it anymore. But I was craving to try different fruits and stuff like that. There are times when I do myself, I love squash. So there are times when I just crave certain things. And for some reason during the colder season, when squash is in season, did I say that right? I feel like I'm talking weird. I tend to crave squash during the cold season. And I could literally eat squash with every dish. I can make it and put it in my soup, eat it in chunks, eat it mashed. I just like squash. Sometimes I cut it and I put butter and brown sugar in it. I wrap it up in aluminum foil, put it in the oven, bake it for an hour, pull it out and scrape the flesh out of the skin, mash it up in a bowl and eat it. It's so good. Especially with the brown sugar and the butter. It's so good. If you have never tasted it that way, you have to try it. Acorn squash or butternut squash. So yeah, you may have changes in your eating habits. Some people find that they're not as hungry as they used to be. And some people, when they go through this shift, they find that they are hungrier than they normally are. My advice to you is don't deny what your body tells you it wants or what it needs. If your body wants you to eat Jolly Ranchers, then eat some Jolly Ranchers. If your body wants chocolate, eat some chocolate cake. You know, don't deny yourself. Just eat it. Eat it. Enjoy it. Just don't overdo it. There's nothing wrong with eating certain things at certain times. Don't deny yourself, because if you deny yourself, you're just going to want it more because you're telling yourself no. Even though I tell you guys, try not to eat so much sugary stuff, but I mean, every once in a while is not bad. Don't deny yourself. Talking about food, here's another symptom or side effect. You may start to experience food intolerances, allergies that you've never had before. As you grow more spiritual or become more awakened, you become more sensitive to everything around you, and that's including your food. Your body will tell you what it can no longer tolerate. And the reason why it's doing this is because your body is literally washing out what no longer serves it. You know, it's like pushing out everything that it's not using or needing anymore. It's pushing out your carbon-based body. I've talked about this in past videos. So your body is just cleansing itself out from, you know, toxins and stuff like that. Another symptom or side effect that you guys may be experiencing, if you're like me, amplification, amped up senses. Oh my God, I think I need to drink more water. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if you can hear my eat some grits. I've tried grits before. I didn't like them. I think I liked it one way. It had pepper and cheese in it, I think. And I was living in Florida when somebody made it for me. Grits with pepper and cheese. Yes, everyone needs non-fluorinated water. I do not drink tap water. I don't trust tap water. Plus, I can taste the chlorine in the tap water. That is true. Anything in moderation. Sorry, I'm just reading your guys' comments. You love squash. You put I put it in my water dragon fruit. I'm gonna have to try that. I just didn't like the dragon fruit because I don't like those seeds. And it was squishy. I'm not even sure how you're supposed to eat it. I don't like my fruit smushy and squishy. Like my peaches have to be firm, my nectarines have to be hard and firm. I don't like them ripe. Okay. So back to what I was reading here. You may have an increase in sensitivity with your senses, as in your eyes, your sight might be changing. You may be experiencing blurry vision, seeing orbs or even auras around people, and not just people. You can see auras around animals, trees, and rocks as well. You might start to see or have experienced this, and if you haven't, maybe you will after I tell you this. Seeing glittery particles hovering around you, or like somebody blew glitter in the air. That's how I first started seeing orbs, is by seeing like glittery particles, around the room. You might even see lights or glitter or flashes when you close your eyes. Um, Honestly, some people close their eyes and they see darkness. I've never seen darkness when I close my eyes. I see red. It started off just seeing just red, or seeing like black and white, like the fuzz that you see on a TV when it's like back in the days when TV was going off the air and they did the whole "Do you know where your kids are?" and then they did the whole oh, I forget what song, that American song. I'm so bad that they played. And then the TV would just go fuzzy with that black and white. That's what I would see when I closed my eyes when I was younger. And then I started to see, as I got older, I started to see colors. When I started doing yoga is when the colors increased and I started seeing like green, pink, like all colors, not just one color, all colors. But it started off with just seeing red. But I've never just seen darkness. I know people that say when they close their eyes, they see darkness. And that's just so weird to me because I've never experienced just seeing all black. I'd have to tell myself to picture the color black. And even when I do that, I get a tint of red. But yeah, I see colors, all kinds of colors. Some people even see geometric shapes or pictures, or me, I see pictures, I see land. It's like I'm traveling and I just see like land and mountains. Sometimes I see random people that I don't know, like strangers. Sometimes I see creatures. I see all this at night when I'm going to bed. It's just weird. I never talk about it, but I'm telling you guys now. And saying it out loud just kind of sounds weird. Another thing that'll happen is colors in general with your eyes open. When you're out in public, colors will appear more vivid around you. For instance, for me, these last 2 summers, the trees, when I was living at the other property, the trees looked so green. Like they weren't just green, but they were like vibrant, like a green that I've never seen before. To me, I felt like the trees were very green. I also witnessed the sky to look very purple or very pink, like cotton candy. I noticed that there are other people that notice that too because they've been sharing pictures. So I know I'm not the only one that's experienced the colors of the sky being so colorful. Some people will see grids running across the sky like you see on the globe when they're showing you, like earlier when I talked about that Skywalk app I have when I look at the planets. It has a grid. And that's what I see sometimes when I look in the sky. It's a grid, like a quick glimpse of a grid, and then it just goes away. As you become more sensitive, you may see shapes or outlines in the air. I get that every once in a while, not a lot. You might even see it not outside, but you might even see it inside your house, like in your room, in your bedroom, in your living room, wherever you go. If you sit in the dark, you might see these weird lines. And I feel like those lines that you're seeing are parts of, like you're witnessing the Matrix. I'm not saying that that's what it is. I just feel like that's what it could be. You might see this with your eyes open, but you also might see this with your eyes closed. You might also start to notice weird shapes in your peripheral vision. You might see white shapes, you might see shadow people, or you might just catch something quick in the corner of your eye. Just know that those are most likely your guides. Or if you're like me and you feel like a bright light shining around you. Like, for example, the other day I was sitting in the room as I was writing this content. I was sitting in my room, and I felt like this, like sun hitting my face. But it was like 5 o'clock in the evening. The sun was already down. It wasn't even sunny at all. And then it dawned on me that I was feeling this on the left side of my face, and on the left side of the room is a wall. There's no window there, and it just in the corner of my eye, I could see it really white and bright. So I looked over to see what it was, and then it turned dark, and there was nothing there. It was the strangest experience ever. It was cool, but it was strange. A lot of weird things have been happening to me. La la la. That actually happened to me. I'm reading my notes right now. It happened to me on the day of the eclipse, is when I experienced that. So your vision is actually changing in more ways than one. You're experiencing new ways of seeing. So just be patient with yourself if you're having these issues with your eyes. Me, I had no idea what was happening to me when I started seeing these weird things. I mean, some of the things I was seeing is because I was having or experiencing these ocular migraines. So I now know the difference between an ocular, the white lightning that I see in my eye that shoots through my eye. That is an ocular migraine versus the white lights that I see in my peripheral vision. It's a total different light. Like the ocular migraine light, it's, it just trust me, it's a different sensation. It's a different visual effect. But when this started to happen to me, I was going to the eye doctor, and I just didn't believe the first one. So I saw like four more before I actually believed them. I wanted to hear like more doctors tell me that it was ocular migraines. But other than that, my retinas were fine. They weren't detaching. They were worried that I was seeing these white lights because my retinas were possibly detaching, but they were not. So they gave me this clean bill of health, but how, down the road, I did find out that I have a disease called Graves' disease. But when I talked to the doctor about seeing these lights, he just said it's their ocular migraines, and the symptoms for Graves' disease is nothing about seeing like sparkly lights or anything like that. So I just took what the doctor said, and and what I experienced, and now I know the difference between spiritual, these spiritual side effects versus what's actually going on with my physical body. That's why, again, journaling is so important, you guys. What else? Another sensitivity change is your hearing will most likely be affected. You may experience an increase or a decrease in your hearing. You may hear stuff like white noise in your head. That actually bugs me when I hear that. I don't like that effect, because I'm actually kind of hard of hearing in general. I have had tubes in my ears. They actually just removed them a couple months ago. Some people hear beeping noises or frequency noises. They're just like sound changes. You may hear high or low tones. I get that every once in a while. Sometimes I hear music. I hear this when I'm sleeping or trying to go to sleep. I'll hear music, like a symphony. Since I moved from the other property, I haven't heard that music. Some people will hear electronic noises or electronic patterns. Me, myself, I've heard people talking. They sound like they're talking far, far away. I can never really make out what they're saying. I just hear like laughter and chatter. This happens when I'm trying to sleep. It doesn't really happen to me when I'm awake. Some people have told me that they hear water. I've never witnessed that. I haven't heard that. I have heard buzzing sounds and whooshing, like whoosh, 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 noises like that. Ringing in your ears. Some people have wet ears, itchy ears, leaky ears. Ears it's an issue, isn't it? Audio dyslexia. You guys, this is a real thing. You can't always make out what people are saying. I feel really, really, really stupid when this happens to me, and I hate when this happens to me. It's like I can't translate my own language. I'm like, huh? You get that like stupid look on your face. You'll, huh? I hate when that happens. Um, I hear people talking. Sometimes when I hear them talking, it sounds like, Charlie Brown's teacher. It's like, rah, 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 and I give them that like dumb look, like, huh? What are they saying? Sometimes I just shake my head like I understand, and then I like try to find the quickest way out because I'm like, that audio dyslexia really fucks me up. Some people will hear strange voices and noises in their dreams. I had something happen to me as if I had it sounded like a UFO was hovering above my tent. I was sleeping outside and I was hearing some weird noise outside, and it felt like it sounded like it was going like that whooshing noise, like a whoom, whoom, whoom. Not whoosh, but a whoom noise. I don't know what it was. I was too scared to check it out. Actually, I wasn't even in my tent. I was in my camper. My bad. I was in my camper. That was an experience, you guys. We'll talk about that another time because this is long. I have a lot of stuff to talk about. Um, let's see here. If you ever feel scared or you have fear popping up when you hear these noises, especially if you're hearing these noises in your dream and they wake you up and they feel so real, you can always, always call out to Archangel Michael. There's other archangels you can call out to, but Archangel Michael is who I always call out to. You can call out to him and you can ask Archangel Michael to take care of the situation, to make whatever you're experiencing go away. But there is nothing to fear. Just know that you have more power in this body, in this realm, than those out there without a body or, without an avatar. So just surrender to it when you're experiencing these audio issues. Let it come through, listen to it. I always try to listen to it, especially when the tones come in. I try to feel the tone and I listen to it as long as I can listen to it until it just kind of like fades off into the abyss. I love listening to the tones when they come in. What it is your ears are adjusting to the new frequencies when you're hearing the tones. I've just learned to listen and enjoy what I hear or what I can hear. Let me go into the chat real quick and see what you guys are talking about. You can't stand loud noises. Yes. I just don't like really loud noises just because I'm hypersensitive to noise. Tinnitus. My husband has that. Wise old rat, tinnitus. That's what he says. His is really, really loud. Sometimes he has to turn the TV up really loud just so he can hear it. I think that would drive me crazy. Definitely stay away from aspirin if you are experiencing tinnitus. I'm just reading your guys' comments. Actually, Morgan, since they removed the tubes is when I got this weird sinus thing going on. The tubes were helping drain the liquid, and now that the liquid has nowhere to go or can't be drained, it just kind of pools up and makes me feel sick. Raven, Gabby, that's what Dolores Cannon called the thoroughfare. Did I say that right? Oh, hearing the other side. I love Dolores Cannon. She's awesome. I wish I could have met her. Coagulation. I'm trying to catch up here. Maybe that's what I'm hearing, Angel. The collective, when they're chattering, people chattering. Maybe I'm tapping in. Christian, I get crystals on my skin. I have videos of it. If you record your skin with your light on, or if you sit in the sun and record your skin, you will see the crystals jump around on your skin. And not only do they jump around, they change colors. What's her? Taylor T. Check her out. She's on YouTube. Taylor T. T. Taylor. Um, I haven't seen her on in a while, but her content is still there, and she goes into detail. She just, believe me when I tell you, she went into detail and documented every tiny little thing about her crystalline body, her activation of her crystalline body, because that's what you're experiencing, the activation of your crystalline body. If there's a condition called attention dyslexia, I may have it. Yeah, I may have it too. Autistic, pulse, ain't scared. I ain't scared. Yes, another angel. I'm not sure I'm going to say the name right. Jophiel. I'm awful with names. Archangel Michael, Uriel. Oh yeah, Uriel's another one. I call upon him sometimes. Michael's gifted with his lights. What's your frequency, Kenneth? I'm just reading. Sylvia Brown explains that as well. You know what? I think it was Sylvia Brown. Woo. Sylvia Brown is the one that wrote, I think, she's the one that also wrote in her book about this virus and that it's just going to disappear and then reappear in 10 years or something like that. I have her book, but I have a digital copy of it. I wonder if I could screenshot where she talks about that and share it with you guys. Another sensitivity issue that you may experience is enhanced senses of smell, touch, and or taste. I noticed that I can literally smell and taste chemicals in foods, in certain foods, especially, excuse me, junk food, food that I'm not supposed to eat. I always say that I'm tasting poison or I smell poison. That's how I elaborate it to my husband. It tastes like poison. Everything is poisonous. I must drive him crazy. I also hate Febreze. There are some Febreze that smells good, but I don't like it. I don't like when he buys those Febreze things that spray automatically because he likes to hang them around the house. They stink. They don't smell good. They stink. I can smell the chemicals in it. It just smells like pure poison and I'm inhaling the poison. What I'm smelling, I know it's not good for me and my body is rejecting it. And I get all, and it makes me anxious when I start to smell it. And then I start to worry that I'm inhaling all this poison and that it's messing up my lungs. And then I don't know, I'm a hypochondriac. My husband buys this stuff all the time. I can't stand it. He puts them up. I secretly take them down. I like to buy more healthier fragrances. I like to use the milder ones. That's how we compromise so he can buy his sprays. But I like to burn my incense and my frankincense stones or tar or whatever it is. I like stuff like that. I don't really like that really strong stuff. I like to make my own fragrances, my own sprays. I like the smell of oranges. I like the smell of cinnamon. I like the smell of apples. I like stuff like that. As for taste sensitivity, it's not all bad. You know, I like, when I say it's not all bad, I mean like I'm sensitive to what I taste. So I can definitely taste the chemicals, bad things in foods and bad foods, but I can also really taste how delicious an apple tastes when I'm eating an apple and really enjoy it. And when I'm eating it, it just feels good because it tastes good because I know it's good. And it's really, I don't know, delicious and good. And I like my apples cold and crisp. For some people, these enhancements are both, really good, delightful, but they're also very distracting. And I'm one of those people. I get very distracted when things don't taste right or smell right. And I become a pain in the butt. Also, when your senses are enhanced, you might smell the fragrance of flowers, even when they're not around you or close by you. You might smell them. You could be in the house and get like a little whiff of some sort of flower growing in your neighbor's yard. That's happened to me a lot. Um, my sense of smell is not great, but there are times when I'm really like picking up on something and people are like, how the hell can you smell that? And I'm like, I don't know, because sometimes I can't even smell. It's weird. Um, Another side effect to this awakening is experiencing skin eruptions. That's another symptom, and it's annoying. It is very annoying. You might experience weird rashes or bumps or acne. You might suddenly get hives. And sometimes it's not just the energies that are coming in or the solar storms or anything like that, because those can create that. But also the way you act. Like if you're angry, anger produces outbreaks. But so does, like I said, space weather and high energy. So you may be, and if you're not experiencing any of that, it could be because your body is just purging out toxins and bringing emotions to the surface when there's an issue to be released. And you're trying to suppress it, your skin will express the issue for you until you process the emotions. So if you don't process the emotion, it's just going to keep popping up and showing up as a rash or bumps or hives or something like that. So work through your stuff. Breakouts in certain areas of the body are also signs of certain issues. You know, let me see if I have an example. Trying to think. Like if you're breaking out on your, I want to say if you're breaking out on your chin, like pimples, it could be anger issues. If you're breaking out on the front of your chest, I think that means it's poor eating habits. I don't remember. I read about it a long time ago. I just don't really remember. But I do know that you could get these outbreaks if you're angry, if you're one of those people that don't forgive, if you hold stuff in and you don't release it, stuff like that, your body will force an outbreak until you get over whatever it is. You got to get through your stuff or your body's going to start showing symptoms. Another side effect is episodes of intense energy, which makes you want to either leap out of bed if you're like me before, like not this week because this week I was crappy, but last week I was so energized. I think it was also last week is when that whole CME happened. I don't know. I'm a little lost in my days too. But last week I literally got out of bed. I got up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and I cleaned the whole house. I was like up, pumping Christmas music. I was cleaning, vacuuming, dusting, singing, dancing. I was doing all of that, driving my daughter crazy because she was sleeping. And she's like, "You're blasting Christmas music at 5 o'clock in the morning." She was being a total Scrooge. But when that also happens, when you get those bursts of energy, just know that at some point of the day, that energy is going to become depleted and you're going to need to crash. You're going to need to recharge. So when that happens to you, it's going to be followed by a wave of exhaustion. So you might have a little downtime. Um, Forgive me, I'm just reading. When I wrote here, when you are experiencing that downtime, this is a time of integration. So give in to it. So if you're feeling sleepy, don't fight it. Anytime that you're feeling sleepy, not just times when you're feeling energized and then sleepy, but any time that you are feeling like you need to take a nap or you need to sit down, you need to rest, a lot of people tend to fight that and they push through. They want to watch the movie to the end, or they're at work and on their lunch break, instead of putting their head down on a table, they do other things like hang out with coworkers and stuff like that. When your body wants rest, you need to figure out a way to give it that rest, because it's what it's asking for. It's definitely a time to integrate. So give into it. If you're tapped into yourself, and if you're tapped into your higher self, you will definitely feel the difference. My advice to you is to just, go with the flow, roll with the nature of the energy, ride those energy waves, surf those energy waves. Don't fight it. Be gentle to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Take naps if you're able to. Take naps if you're tired. Definitely journal, document this. And if you're feeling energized, walk. If you're feeling too energized and you can't sleep, walk. Go for a walk of gratitude. Take advantage of the high energy, because we don't normally get a lot of high energy. A lot of people come to me all the time. They tell me, tired. I always hear that from a lot of people. They always express how tired they are. Nobody ever says, you know what, today was a great day. I was so energized. And when they do, it's a rare thing. So when you are feeling energized, take advantage of that. Do whatever it is that you wanted to do when you said, oh, I wish I had that energy. Take advantage of that energy and do it. Let me see, what else did I write? Another thing that may happen to you is changes in meditation or prayer. If some of you guys pray, pray, meditate, it's kind of the same thing, right? Maybe. You might not be feeling the same sensations that you felt before when you first started to get a hold of meditating. Because I can tell you, when I first started to meditate, I thought it was cliche. I didn't want to do it because I thought it was stupid. And then when I started to meditate and got used to it, I thought it was awesome. It was doing all of this great stuff. And then I was doing it every day. At one point, I was doing it every day at a certain time, every single day. I made it a point to do it. And then all of a sudden, I just kind of fell off because I was like, I'm not getting the benefits. Well, I didn't think I was getting the benefits from it. I wasn't having the same experience, of being in contact with my higher self, or being in contact with spirit. So I was finding it very difficult to focus because I wasn't having that same, experience that I was experiencing when I first started doing it, when I was enjoying it. You may be in more constant contact, constant communion with spirit. That's why you're not feeling that sensation anymore, because your body, your vibration has raised up and matched the vibration of spirit that you're in contact with. So you're not getting that, oh wow, this is amazing, because you're already in that vibration. And that's why that sensation don't feel the same, because you're in that vibration constantly, and it's your new normal for you. So that may be the reason why you don't feel that way. You're not getting that spirit rush or that high on contact that you once used to receive. You will adapt to this new feeling. Maybe if that's how you're feeling, maybe you need to raise your vibration more, do something different. If just sitting down and doing yoga, or meditation is what I meant to say. If you're sitting down doing meditation and that's what you normally do, maybe you may want to try yoga, is what I was trying to say. Sorry guys, let me plug this because for some reason it's telling me my battery is dying. If for whatever reason, I have my tablet plugged in. I'm not sure why. It says it's charging, but I don't know why it's losing the charge. But if for some reason that my tablet dies tonight, I promise you, I will pick up where I left off tomorrow. I am already over an hour, but I don't know why it would die if it's plugged in. I'm still here, you guys. Look, see, there's Santa. Santa! Maybe I have to hold my tablet like this. I'm going to hold it like this. I apologize if I'm a little shaky. Oh, look at what I got on, you guys. Can you see it? I have footy pajamas. Betty Boop footy pajamas with feetsies. I'm 2 years old. Okay. So I think I was finished talking about that sensation. So yeah, if you're not feeling that spirit high anymore in just doing your prayers or your meditation, amp it up a little bit. Try doing something like yoga or something. Um, there's other what are they called? Other energy things that you can do that's like yoga, but it's more intense. I can't think of the name. Yes, I have onesies on. I'm like a little 2-year-old wearing my onesies. All right, I'm going to read some of your comments. Hopefully my tablet don't die. Morgan can relate on the poison, the chemical taste. Let's see. Have a good night, Mike. He's signing off. Yes, all of our senses are heightening as we ascend. Very true. What is plastic or natural fire? Like burning plastic, Angel? Is that what you're talking about? I know if it is a plastic or a natural fire. You only use bleach hot water? Barbie says that whenever she goes into a pharmacy, she has to stay away from the smelly stuff. I start coughing and sneezing and have to leave the store. I agree with you. I'm very sensitive. I just sneeze though. I don't cough. We love our fruit trees. I wish I had a fruit tree. I'm actually growing an avocado plant. It hasn't given me any avocados. I have a little orange tree, but I don't know if it's going to survive. I live in New York and it's in my house right now. Bella says she's working on it. Somebody is calling me. Who's calling me? Where's my phone? Oh, here, it's on the floor. You guys hear my phone? Hello? Hey. I, sorry, you guys. My daughter's calling me. I had to answer it. I'm on my live. You want to text me?
Yeah, it's just some paranormal crap that I kind of want to talk to you about.
Okay, I'll call you back when I'm done.
Okay, just call me back.
Love you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Sorry, guys. I would not have taken that, but it was my older daughter that was calling. She's experiencing paranormal activity and she wants to know what it is. I think that's cute and funny. I think it's cute because she actually believes in it now. Anytime you use water, ask Spirit if the water to wash away all your cares or specific issues. It clears and cleanses. You know what? I actually talk to my water when I take a shower, and I thank the water for cleansing me and giving me creative ideas, because I get a lot of creative ideas when I'm in the shower. Dragon Rose Lavender Gold. Bella does that when she bathes. I also speak love into my water when I drink it or when I fill it up. Or if I'm drinking out of a bottle, I'll write the word love on my water bottle. Hatha Yoga. Did I say that right? Oh, I have to be careful with the yoga. I can't do like inversions and stuff like that because my body just, like, my joints hurt. And doing all that. Tai Chi. That's what I was trying to say. Yes. Did yoga for 50 years. That's a long time. That's awesome. Your body must be amazing. You're messing with your Christmas lights, Morgan? Lights went out. Minus 30 degrees Celsius. What is that in Fahrenheit? Sounds cold. You have a Christmas cactus? I want to see. Yeah, I don't like the way hospitals smell. Hospitals actually freak me out. I hate going to the hospital. Like, I refuse it unless I totally have to go for whatever reason. I just hate hospitals. Marcus, does anyone know why I cannot stop shaking? I have been debating about murdering myself. Truth be told, good Lord, don't do that. You could just be discharging energy, or you are amped up with energy. Why don't you try running, walking, dancing, sex, masturbation? Really, you need to release your energy. You have a lot of energy, a lot of built up energy. That's what it sounds like to me. Try speaking love in to yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you love yourself. Tell yourself you're going to be okay. Call upon Archangel Michael to come help you, guide you. If anybody else has anything to say to Marcus, please reach out to him. Which I see a lot of people have done already. Send him some love. That's a good question. Raven, knowing what his other symptoms are. Reiki is good. Grounding yourself by standing on the earth is good. Let me see if my battery is starting to charge. No, I'm 3% and I'm plugged in. This sucks. Sucks. I'm on number 12, you guys. I have so much more to talk to you guys about. Because I'm only on 3% and my tablet is not charging, even though I'm plugged in and it's showing the little lightning strike. Move it. No joke. Masturbation will help you. It'll help you with the release. Yes, hang in there. So I guess I'm going to pause, here and pick up on this tomorrow. Maybe about the same time I'm doing this now, and unless I have some time in the afternoon to do this, if you guys are around in the afternoon. So I guess I'll sit here and talk to you guys until my tablet dies. I can't believe my tablet's dying. I should have charged it. When I started my live, it was only at 43%. I should have had it charging. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so unprepared. I don't know. It's not my laptop. It's my iPad. I don't know why it's not charging. I have it plugged in. Maybe the live takes too much energy. I don't know. Maybe I'll have more people on tomorrow. It's going to kind of suck, though, because if I have different people on tomorrow, they're not going to know what I spoke about. They're going to have to watch this video. So maybe one of the moderators could copy the link to this video and put it in the news feed in tomorrow's video so people can catch up, new people. I love you guys. I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for popping on and listening to me. You guys are amazing. I love you and I'm grateful for you. And I won't have evil Santa looking at us. I'm sending you guys all big hugs. I guess this is a good time to get off because I know Fairy does her Fairy Fridays, but I'm not sure what time she does it. I'm sure it's a little bit later than this because I never make it. But I'm up now, so maybe I'll make it. As long as she doesn't do like Fairy Friday at midnight or something like that. Does anybody know what time Fairy does her Fairy Friday? Is today Friday? Or is today Thursday? I don't even know what day today is. I'm glad you learned a lot today. That makes me feel good. Thank you, wise old rat. I love your name. Okay, so it is Friday. Okay, so 11 my time. Okay, I probably won't make it then. 11's late. It's late for me. All right, guys, I love you a lot. Thank you again. I'm signing off. Mwah, 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 mwah. And may all you guys sleep with the angels tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Many blessings, everyone. Bye.